Hey guys, Hades here. So I'm going to do another little rant video. I'm going to complain about a few things. Also, I'm not going to require you to constantly look at my face. I think I'm going to play around with editing, put some other pictures up while I'm talking for the most part. And I will be addressing this comment because I think it will better explain why I do these particular videos. So, thanks. Okay, so internet in the Philippines, not as good as other places. It's just not. You know, some hotels are great, some are less than great. A couple, I had to type in every time I wanted to get online. I had to type in the code, and I needed a new code, and the code would only last 24 hours. And a lot of people in the Philippines, they get internet, and it's they just pay as they use it. So it's just a different experience. And so, like I said, some hotels are great, some are less than great. But I think that's really how internet works in the country there, and it tends to be a little slower than other places I've been. And I complained about Philippine Airlines last time. Let me say one more thing. The flight was very late, and so that was annoying. But also keep in mind that I went on another flight with Alaska Airlines, and it was late. And those are really the only two things that I remember being late. But with the Alaska Airlines, they apologized over and over, and they even tried to, they're trying to give everyone reimbursement or give them extra air miles and stuff. And Philippine Airlines didn't do much about that at all. And let's talk about Cebu Pacific, which I took when I left the Philippines over to the next country I went to. Look, and this is a problem with Agoda too. While I'm ordering my ticket, it says, would you like to carry an extra bag, right? And it would be this much money. I don't remember how much. So I thought, I don't know. I have one bag and one carry-on. So I went all through Agoda looking to see how many bags I'm allowed to bring. I couldn't find it. Even when I ordered the ticket, I couldn't find it. So of course I showed up, and they had made me pay more for another bag. It wasn't a lot. I think it was $40 around there. But still, that's just good to know before you do that stuff. So that annoyed me a little.
And what are your feelings about that, Mr. Horse?
No, sir, I don't like it.
Okay, first and foremost, I don't go to a country to complain about the people. But the reason I might make some complaints is no place is perfect. And I'm thinking other people might like to go to these places and see what they might experience. Do I experience every single thing that happens? No, not even in a hotel do I experience everything that could possibly happen there. But I share my experiences, and I try to be a positive person. But sometimes negative things happen, and so I'll talk about them. I don't say I went to the Philippines, everyone there is horrible. I would never say that. If I went to a country and every single person I met was rude or unlikable or an asshole in some way, I still wouldn't say everyone in the country was like that. I might just say everyone I met. So I don't get on here to make fun of large groups of people. I just express my issues. So this guy says, if you have issues with the Philippines, get out of there. No, I'm just telling you, and I think some Filipinos who travel around their own country might appreciate it if they haven't experienced these things, like a particular hotel I don't like or an airline I have an issue with. I think it's just good to know, all right? You don't have to watch the video if you don't want to. And he says, you do not have the right to complain about its people or a nation. Like I said, I didn't. I think the whole time I was in the Philippines, I only met 2 assholes. And one of them you'll hear about in a hotel video. The other guy I just didn't bring up again. It just wasn't important. Everywhere you go in the world, not everyone's 100% friendly. But most of the people I met in the Philippines were very, very nice. Or at a bare minimum, they still weren't rude. Then he says, if you have issues with Philippine Airlines, then address it to Philippine Airlines, not the country and its people. I wasn't addressing this to the country or its people. I was addressing it to anyone who watches these videos, whether you're Filipino or Canadian or German or wherever you're from. If I experience this issue, you might. And I'm not going to call Philippine Airlines and tell them that. First of all, they don't care. They'll just say it's It's our policy, and they won't change it just because I called to complain. And I'll probably be on hold for 2 hours or something ridiculous. Why would I do that? I don't like it. I complain about it online. If enough people don't like it, Philippine Airlines might change their ways, but they certainly won't just if I call and say I don't like that. So yeah, that guy just didn't really seem to understand what I was getting at. Maybe he works for Philippine Airlines, or maybe, right, he didn't watch the whole video. Don't know. But yeah, so I'm just bringing that up not to make fun of him, but just to explain myself and explain why I believe he's wrong on every single thing he said. This is not a political channel, so you won't hear my opinion on a lot of politics, maybe just on particular laws or something in a country that affect me. And also, one last thing, if you're not American and you travel to the US and you tell me about a bad hotel experience, I'll be interested in hearing it. I won't get offended. I mean, if I really don't like what you're saying, I probably just won't watch the video. But if it's about traveling and I'm watching you and I find it might relate to me, I'm happy to hear about your negative experiences so that I don't have to do that myself. Okay guys, that's about it. Thanks so much, and see you next time.